Welcome everyone to our 4th week of class. Congratulations on having surpassed our halfway point. Hopefully everyone's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable with the sun salutations and starting to notice what aspects of yoga are most beneficial to you in your life. Hopefully everyone has a chance as well to look over the study guide and take the test. Remember, you can take the test as many times as you need, and you only need a 75% or higher to pass. So I would encourage you all to take that test this week so you don't have to worry about it at the end of the semester. As well, hopefully everyone marks your calendar and sets aside next Thursday at 5 for our live Zoom meeting. This meeting will be in addition to a recorded class, just a very short opportunity for us to meet and you to ask any questions that you have in person, and we'll end with a wonderful group meditation. So looking forward to seeing you guys face to face in that. And now just segueing into our class, our 4th branch of yoga that we're talking about this week is pranayama. And prana means breath or life force. Ayama means extension or control. So for those of you who are taking this class for reducing stress or anxiety or working on being able to relax, this might be one of your favorite of the 8 branches. It's definitely one of my favorite. Now, a pranayama practice is often done at the beginning or end of class, and they're just little techniques that we use in addition to the ujjayi breath to calm down the breath and to recenter ourselves in the present. And these are techniques that can even just be done with your regular breath before you take a test, before you go to sleep, anytime you need to calm down your mind and gain control of emotions or of heart rate or of stress levels. We're going to start off by doing the 4-7-8 breath, and then we'll end the class by doing a 9 breath pranayama practice. And there are various pranayama practices out there, so these are just 2 of hundreds. If you enjoy these, you're welcome to research other methods. Starting with our 4-7-8 breath, we inhale for 4, we hold for 7, and we exhale for 8 counts. We're going to do a total of 5 of these breaths. And perhaps as we do, maybe just be thinking about what you'd like your intention to be for class today. A few wonderful ideas are: my breath carries me through stressful moments. I have a great life. I am still because I know there is a God. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Notice if it is your mind, body, or spirit that is most in need of your attention today, and pick an intention that seems most beneficial to where you need it most. All right, let's begin with our breath. Take a nice deep ujjayi breath. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last breath. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, returning to your natural Ujjayi breath, and now moving with your breath, perhaps rolling the neck side to side, finding your own natural rhythm to your breath, but hopefully it's a little bit slower, a little bit deeper after doing this practice. And now moving with your breath, doing gentle circles, warming up the shoulders and back. Thinking about your intention, making a resolution for this next hour to be whatever you need it to be. Reversing directions if you haven't already. Taking a few more circles in the opposite direction. Letting your breath guide your movements. And coming back to a neutral back. Take a few more breaths to check in. Notice how that Ujjayi breath is doing. Preparing for our sun salutations to keep that nice rhythm of breathing with you. Today we're just going to focus on the breath in practice. Let's go ahead and make our way up to the top of our mats. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale all the air out as you fold. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, jump or step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. 3 to 5 deep breaths here. And just wanted to say as well, it was so fun to see everyone's sun salutations from week 2. Really enjoyed getting to see all your different skill. I was very impressed with everybody. You seem like you've done a wonderful job overall implementing our alignment cues and our bandhas. Inhale, step or hop forward, half lift. Exhale all the air out. Inhale, drink in that breath. Exhale, Samastitihi. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 to 5 deep breaths here. Lengthening within the stretch with every inhale, sinking deeper into your anchors with every exhale. Inhale, step or jump forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And breathe. Inhale, step or jump forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Transitioning now to Surya Namaskar B. Just finished our 3 Surya Namaskar A. Now transitioning to our 3 Surya Namaskar B. And just showing really quick, make sure when you do in your chair pose, the legs are squeezing together. You find that helps you get a more powerful pose. Utkatasana, sitting the hips back. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. And breathe. Inhale, right foot forward, Virabhadrasana A. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. You see me dumping into my shoulders a little bit. I think that's the one thing I still work on. Inhale, left foot comes forward. Virabhadrasana A. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. And breathe. Inhale, step or jump forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Utkatasana. Kind of making a K with my body, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, Utkatasana. I'll help you remember this one for the test. You're kind of making a K. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Your body kind of makes a U for Urdhva, upward dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Your body kind of makes an A. Adho means downward. Inhale, right foot, Virabhadrasana A. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, left foot forward, Virabhadrasana A. exhale, Adho Mukha. Working on broadening through the shoulders, trying to lengthen back and not take a mini back bend through the shoulders like I'm doing. You want to think of a nice long line of energy straight back from the wrists out through the tailbone. It's just energetically a little bit more invigorating. Inhale, step or jump forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. Last one, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Ardha means half, so half fold. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, right foot, Virabhadrasana A. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. And left foot forward. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana A. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. And breathe. Inhale, step or jump forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Utkatasana, legs squeezing together. Exhale, Samastiti. Stepping the right foot out now for triangle pose. Exhale, fold. Finding that anchor for your hand, stacking the shoulders. Check in with your breath. Are you breathing deeply? Are you lengthening with every breath? Inhale, back to center. Exhale, coming down to a low lunge. Nice long line of energy from the base of your foot all the way out those fingertips. Level 1, arm can be pressing into the leg. Level 2, hands down on the ground. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, swivel the hips around to the other side. Find triangle, Trikonasana. We're creating so much energy in our practice as we lengthen out. Building up energy for whatever you need to do after this class. We do that by focusing on the moment, focusing on the breath. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, finding that low lunge on the other side. With every breath, noticing that length from the base of your foot all the way out through your fingertips. Enjoying this energizing and invigorating stretch. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, release. Square the hips forward to the front of your mat. Exhale, palms press into each other. Back of the arm presses into the top of the leg. So you've got several anchors here, your feet, arm pressing into the top of the leg, and palms pressing into each other. Inhale back to center. Exhale, taking revolve triangle, finding an anchor for that hand, and breathe. Anytime we twist, think of lengthening on the inhale, sinking into the twist on the exhale. Inhale back to center. And exhale to the other side. And breathe. Focusing on the feet, Arm pressing into leg, palms pressing into each other. Lots of isometric resistance here. Inhale back to center. Exhale, taking the twist for revolved triangle, Pavrita Trikonasana. And breathe, lengthening on the inhale, sinking into the twist on the exhale, still trying to stack the shoulders. Inhale all the way back to center. Widen the stance out of the legs as wide as feels comfortable. Hands on the waist. Exhale to fold. Make sure you're hinging from the hips, tucking that lower back in and lower belly in. Nice long neck, working on reaching that head towards your mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, stay. Inhale all the way up. And bring the hands out. Exhale, hands come to your mat. Head reaches down to your mat. You can bend your knees a little here if you'd like, so that head can begin to reach your mat. This is preparation for tripod headstand in future classes that we'll do. Inhale, come up halfway, bring hands to your waist. Exhale, stay. Inhale all the way up. Now, last one of our Prasarita Padottanasana. Bring those arms up and all the way around. Clasp fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Allow those shoulders to rotate so the arms can come back behind you as far as feels comfortable. And breathe. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, stay. Inhale all the way up. Walk those feet in. And preparing now for eagle pose. So I'm just showing you really quick different levels. You can take this chair pose in figure 4, standing or seated. Or you can do full eagle pose, which is wrapping the right leg over the left. Right arm wraps over the left. And sitting back into chair pose. Trying to keep that weight in the heels. Those hips are back, the core is in. Just like in Utkatasana, arms and legs squeezing into each other. This is as intense as you want it to be. Inhale all the way up, reach those arms around. And taking the same thing on the other side. Left over right. Both left leg and left arm over the right. Sitting back. Squeezing that core in. Nice neutral pelvis, neutral spine. And breathe. Maybe think about your intention. Perhaps repeat it in your mind. Inhale, release, unwind. And let's take some nice shoulder rolls. Roll those shoulders all the way out. Maybe switching directions. Whatever feels best to you. Coming to the top of your mat. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, fold. Step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, float the right knee forward. Exhale, extend. Inhale and exhale. Little vinyasa here. Little repetition of movement. Doing at least 3. Exhale, plant that leg. Find pigeon pose. Now I'm just showing you an advanced version. So if you'd like, you can grab that back leg. You can use your strap to help you grab the foot if you want. Or you can just be grabbing the foot with the hand. And then even a little bit more intense. you can place that foot in the crook of the arm. Now this is a pretty intense quad stretch, so if your quads are super tight from running, maybe you're just holding the foot, and that's great. Taking a few deep breaths here. So you could just be holding the foot there if that feels better, and walk the arms all the way out and breathe. Every exhale, relaxing into that right hip. You're just going to take a few extra breaths here. Find that Ujjayi breath again. Find that rhythm. Inhale, slowly making your way back up. Extend that leg back as high as it will go. And left leg floating forward and extending with every breath. Warming up that hip joint. Inhale all the way forward, settling into pigeon pose. And maybe grabbing that back foot, perhaps even putting the foot in the crook of the arm for the most intense variation of this quad stretch. Wherever you're at, breathe. Exhale, release. Walk the arms out. And with every exhale, sinking into that left hip, relaxing into the stretch. We never want to force anything in yoga. We simply want to relax into the stretch. Inhale, walking the arms up. Exhale, extend that leg as high as it will go. And coming down to hands and knees for cat-cow. Following your breath, rounding and arching your back. Remember, you can pay more attention to your lower back if that's a place you tend to get sore, or pay more attention to the neck and shoulders by lengthening through the neck and tucking the chin. So giving some attention to wherever it needs it most. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, threading it through for thread the needle. Remember, you can keep some of that weight in your other arm, pressing into your mat if you need to keep weight off of the head and neck. Feeling a nice stretch between the shoulder blades. Inhale up, exhale, opposite arm goes under, keeping that weight in the outstretched arm and in that other hand, pressing into your mat. Feeling this nice shoulder stretch and neck stretch. All the way back up, sitting back into child's pose. Find that deep breath again. Slowing down that breath just a little bit more. And perhaps think of your intention. Inhale, coming back up to hands and knees. Sitting back up to downward dog. Jumping forward, slide the feet through. And bringing the right leg in for Janu Sirsasana A. Just showing you really quick, for all these forward folds, you can use that strap if you want to grab the foot. That's always an option, even in our binds. And then folding as far forward as you can, also remembering Uddiyana Bandha here, tucking that lower navel up and in to protect the back. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, release. Plant the hands. Let's take a modified. Lift the tailbone and the feet if you can. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, tucking the chin, rounding the shoulders. Let's do one more. Stretching out that back. And other side. Foot presses into inner thigh. Inhale to reach. Exhale to fold. Grabbing that foot with a strap, small hand towel, or maybe your hands. And breathe. Lengthening on the inhale, sinking on the exhale. Inhale all the way up. Plant the hands. Let's do a full vinyasa now. Plant the hands, press, lift the tailbone, walk or jump the feet back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, urdhva mukha. Exhale, adho mukha. Look forward, step or jump the feet through. You can either just sit down or slide the feet through. Preparing for Janu Sirsasana B. So we're actually sitting on that heel. And you're either sitting up on top of the heel or just pulling that foot in as close as you can get it. You'll notice when you fold, it changes the stretch a little bit. Just changing that foot placement will make it feel a little bit differently in the hips and lower back. So noticing how this feels for you. What places you might be tight. Inhale the arms up, exhale, release. And then Janu Sirsasana C. So we did A, B, and C. You lift the heel up, press the toes down. I'm just scooting forward so I can press down through all 5 toes. And exhale, lean forward as far as you can. It's okay if you can't touch the foot on this one, because when you first do this one, it can feel kind of intense on that baby toe. So just lean forward as far as you can. Notice the nice foot stretch that this provides. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, release. Let's take a modified vinyasa. Inhale, lift the hips, maybe the feet. Exhale, release. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round the chin. One more. Look up and tuck the chin. And now Janu Sirsasana B and C on the other side. Bring that foot in as close as it will go. Maybe sit up on the heel if you want. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale. Help that foot down so heel is up, toes are placing down. Maybe scoot forward just a little bit into the foot. And exhale, either be reaching forward or maybe grab the foot, that front foot, if the bent foot feels okay, if it feels all right on that baby toe. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, release. Let's take a full vinyasa. Jump back and jump through. Lift the hands, lift the feet and hips. Walk or jump those feet back. Chaturanga. Inhale, urdhva mukha. Exhale, adho mukha. Inhale, jump or slide the feet through. Preparing now for Marichyasana. We're going to do A, B, C, and D. Some intense challenge poses here with Marichyasana. Starting as we inhale the arms up. Maybe make use of that strap if you like for any of these variations to follow. Or if you want, you can take the bind, you can use the strap for the bind as well. If I'm wanting to work on the bind, I can just be holding a small hand towel or strap behind my back, or perhaps be reaching and clasping hands, or maybe even just reaching the hands. It's okay if they're not touching. You can be reaching for the bind. Nice opening through that right hip. This is Marichyasana A. Inhale the arms up, exhale, release. Let's now bring the left leg over into the right hip crease. Allow that knee to come down. Maybe you stay right here if this is really intense. Or maybe you're working on the bind. The bind's going to be a lot trickier with that foot in the way, so you have further to reach, so be mindful of that. Maybe you're just reaching forward and not taking the full bind. Or maybe you're using that strap to help you out. It can take a second to get that strap situated just right. But wherever you're at, just bring it to where you feel a good stretch, and then you're going to breathe. You never want to force anything. We just hold wherever we feel the stretch. This will be pretty intense on that ankle. Inhale all the way up. That's Marichyasana B. Inhale the arms. Lift the tailbone and the feet if you can. Lift the heart and round. These are basically like our upward and downward dogs for our modified. And switching to the other side now. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to fold. Maybe swim the arms around for the bind. And breathe. And there's other things that can get away in the way of the binds as well. If you have a lot of upper body strength, upper body muscle, you might be tight through there, could make the binds difficult. So wherever you feel the stretch the best is where you're going to keep it. Exhale, release. Bring that foot into the hip crease. And maybe you're just taking figure 4 stretch if this is just a little too intense. This is something kind of fun to work on. If you're wanting to take it to the next level, Marichyasana B. And breathe. Our next 2 are similar to these first 2. Inhale, exhale, release. Let's take a Vinyasa. Lift the legs, plant the hands, lift the hips, walk or jump the feet back. Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, bend the knees, jump or step the feet through. I'm preparing for Marichyasana C and D, very similar to A and B, except we're just twisting the opposite way. So that first one, we bring the leg up, we're stamping through the bottom of the foot, lengthening through that front leg, and we're taking a twist. Maybe I'm just grabbing on the knee and looking over that right shoulder, or maybe I bring the arm around and work on the bind. That right sit bone is lifted up off the ground, makes it a little bit easier to bind. And I'm still looking over that right shoulder, thinking about lengthening on the inhale, sinking into the twist on the exhale, and release, coming all the way out. Now bring that opposite foot up into the hip crease, allow the knee to come down, pull that other foot in close. And this one I think is really like the hardest. I can't quite do this one with a bind yet. I have to use my strap. So the closer you can get that ankle in, the easier this one will be. Wrapping the arm around. And this one's really pretty intense even without the bind. So I would only suggest the bind in this one if you're looking for an extra challenge. If not, just taking the twist with that foot and that hip crease is already pretty intense. And slowly release. Let's flex the feet. Get some blood flow back to the legs. Plant the hands behind you, lift up either to tabletop or feet pressing into the ground nice and long. This is Purvottanasana, a little bit more challenging than tabletop. So pick one of the two, take a few nice deep breaths. Exhale down. That was a nice little alternative to our Vinyasa to stretch those legs out. Now let's go ahead and do the other side, Marityasana C and D. Bring that left leg in, take the twist, either grab the knee or that arm can press into the back of the leg, or you can take the bind. Lots of places you can be here. With every inhale, we're lengthening. With every exhale, sinking into the twist. That left sit bone is lifted to help you get deeper into the twist, really pressing through the straight leg. And now coming back to center, go ahead and take the opposite foot, place the foot in the hip crease as close as you can get it, and go right back into the twist. Once again, maybe I'm just grabbing the knee, maybe arm is placed around the knee, or maybe I'm going for the full bind. And you'll see it takes me a nice little minute here to get set up. So feel free to pause this video at any point when we do some of these more difficult ones. Give yourself a second to get set up. And breathe. Exhale, release, coming back to center. Let's take a Vinyasa. Plant the arms, lift through the hips and core. Walk or jump those feet back, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, step or jump the feet through, sliding them all the way through. Take a few nice deep breaths. Those were some very advanced forward folds we just did. I don't always teach all of those to my classes. Pull those feet in close now for butterfly. Let the tops of the feet open like a book. To get deeper into that thigh stretch, nice long spine. Think Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, and Jalandhara Bandha with that chin tucked. And now scoot the hips back just a little bit, make a little bit more space. Exhale, fold as far as you can while keeping that spine long. So it might just be a very slight forward fold. That spine is still nice and long, the chin is still tucked. And notice how this changes the stretch for you in those inner thigh muscles. Inhale all the way up. This last one, we're going to let the spine round. So tuck the chin, round the upper back, and you're just going to imagine placing that head right on top of those open feet. And breathe wherever you're at. Breathe. Even if it's just reaching that head slightly downward. Inhale, release. Exhale, come all the way up. All right, this next one is kind of a modified version of Kurmasana. So lift the arms, and you're just going to thread those arms under the legs, and then I'm just rounding the back up. This is a nice upper back stretch. So I'm letting the weight of the legs press into my forearms and just stretching up through my back to get a nice upper back stretch. If you find you're tense through that area, this can feel really nice. And exhale, release, slowly pull the arms out. All right, for this next one, if it feels okay on the tailbone, level 1, you're just reaching the arms through, grabbing the legs, reaching the arms towards the face. You can make this more challenging if you would like. You can do it in full lotus. So if that's in your practice, option to take full lotus as another variation of this pose. And I'm just showing you, some people will thread the arms through the legs. I can't quite do that yet. So I just thread them around and under the legs, and you're reaching the hands toward the face. So picking a variation, either half lotus or full lotus, and just doing this if it feels okay on the tailbone. You're balancing between the sits bones and tailbone. Nice little triangle there. Reaching towards the face. Working on balancing. Exhale, release. And now there's different places you can reach through for the balance here. I can just reach through right under the legs like this. This one's a little bit harder. So either my hands will be right here, or maybe they'll be threaded through the legs. Or easiest version is just placing the hands on the side and lifting. And you can do this even with one foot on the ground in half lotus. So wherever you're at, lifting that tailbone, take a few breaths and exhale all the way down. There's a lot of kind of crazy postures in yoga, and I think that's just because as we're consistent with yoga, you will find your flexibility increasing. And I imagine the people who created yoga just got to a point where they had to keep trying more crazy things to get a good stretch. So please never feel bad if you don't take these more tricky postures. They're just there for a challenge if that's something that you're needing. Let's go ahead and take a jump back. Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, jump or walk the feet through. All right, now our core workout for today, we're going to do 3 of Navasana, boat pose. Those legs are straight, the back is straight, balancing on the sits bones and the tailbone. If your tailbone's uncomfortable, you can keep the hands behind you, helping support. Now pull those feet in, press the hands, lift the tailbone. That's going to allow the lower back to let go for a second. And now right back into Navasana, boat pose. Now modified, you're going to keep the knees bent. A little bit more intense, you straighten the knees. And we're really working on keeping that lower back nice and straight, not rounding through the back. Press and lift. Last one. You've got this. Squeezing those legs together. Strong core. Abs engaged all the way up. And bring the legs in. Press and lift. Exhale, release. And taking a jump back, plant the hands, walk or jump the feet back. If you find you start to get tired, just walk the feet back. Build more muscle in the float throughs, taking it slow and keeping that core engaged. Preparing to jump or walk the feet through. Sitting down, extend the legs, point and flex the toes if you need. And preparing for bridge pose. So lowering down one vertebrae at a time, making sure those feet are squared forward, lifting the tailbone, making sure those shoulders are carrying my weight here and pressing through the shoulders and backs of the arms, strengthening the legs, knees right above the ankles, and breathe. This is so good to strengthen that back. Exhale, release, lower down. We're going to take one more. This time maybe clasping hands underneath. Inhale up, maybe interlacing fingers underneath if that feels good. A few more breaths here. Slowing down that breath if you can, even in our slightly more challenging postures. Exhale, lower down and breathe. Now lifting those legs up for legs up the wall, or taking a few of the ab workout, legs lowering and lifting. That's like our level 1. Or if you want to take it to the next level, we're going to do shoulder stand and plow. So lifting those hips up. Remember, you can be real mindful of the back. You don't have to go all the way to vertical. And you can have a blanket under those shoulders if you want to protect the neck. We're working on that shoulder stand. We're working on pressing the legs together. Weights in the shoulders and backs of the arms. And then after a few breaths here, maybe coming down into plow pose, letting the arms relax behind you. You'll feel a real difference if you pull the core in and lengthen back through the tailbone, preserving some of that natural curve in the lower back. That'll help keep from any pain that might come to the lower back from this intense reversal of that natural curvature. Now exhale, lower all the way down, hug the knees into the chest, take a few rocks side to side, everybody coming back to this point. Whether you are doing plow and shoulder stand or doing that core workout with legs up the wall and legs up and down. And now taking supine butterfly. This can feel great on the lower back. You can grab the sides of the legs and balance on the top of the head if that feels nice on the upper back, or just take a nice flat back, letting those knees come out to the side and feet come together, and just notice how this allows that lower back to kind of relax. And breathe. Bringing those knees back to center, extend the left leg out, bring the right knee in. Grab those toes either with your fingers or with your strap. Inhale, lift. Nose coming towards the knee, opposite hand pressing on top of opposite quad. Take a few breaths here. Exhale the leg out to the side. Look over the opposite shoulder. Hand presses on top of the opposite thigh to keep that side from popping up. And breathe. Inhale back to center. One breath, nose to knee. Exhale, release. Other side, lifting that leg up. And if you're grabbing the toes and you don't have a strap, you can keep that knee bent if you need. But we're just pressing into it enough to get a good hamstring stretch. Taking several deep breaths here. Exhale out to the side. Opposite hand presses on top of that quad to keep that opposite quad from popping up as we lengthen the other foot out to the side. All the way back to center. One breath. Inhale, nose toward the knee. Exhale, release. Hug the knees into the chest one last time. Ending with our gentle knee twist, rock the knees over to the right side. Look out over the left shoulder. Right hand presses onto the backs of those knees. Take it a little bit more intense of a twist. Try and let both shoulder blades press into the ground. And now extending that bottom leg, keeping the top leg bent and just sinking a little bit deeper into the twist. For me, I notice this brings it a little bit more into my lower back, if that's what I'm needing. Focusing on both shoulder blades, touching your mat will bring it more into your upper back. So you can play with this twist here. Inhale, pull the knees back to center. Exhale, knees over to the other side. Look out over the opposite shoulder. Left hand resting on top of that, those bent knees to just help sink into the twist. And extending that bottom leg out. Feeling this twist move a little bit deeper into that lower back. And all the way back to center. Hug the knees in. Few final rocks side to side. Gentle back massage here. Extend the legs out. And breathe. Let's think of our intention one final time, knowing that it has now been with us throughout this hour and is a part of our subconscious. Now just a little bit about our 9-breath pranayama practice. It's 3 breaths, inhaling and holding on the exhale. 3 breaths, inhaling, holding on the inhale. And then 3 breaths holding after both the inhale and the exhale. Now you can modify the amount of seconds that you hold. Today we're just going to be breathing for 5 seconds and holding for 3. But a little caveat here, when I learned this breathing practice at 3B Yoga, I was told that if you're ever pregnant, not to worry so much about holding the breath, especially on the exhale, but just to breathe slowly and rhythmically. All right, let's prepare to begin. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 1, 2, 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now holding on the inhale, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Now holding after both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 1, 2, 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 1, 2, 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, returning to your natural breath. You now have 5 minutes of true Shavasana left to your own relaxation. You're welcome to use any of the mindfulness techniques that we've used in our guided meditation, or just to enjoy this deep feeling of relaxation that comes after yoga and pranayama practice. I'll play the bell 3 times to start this practice, and 3 more times when you know that it's coming to its close. Take as long as you'd like to slowly wake up, ending your practice however feels best to you. Thank you, everyone. Namaste.